Hi, this is Natalie Pace, and welcome to our 2026 New Year, New You 21 Days of Prosperity and Abundance video coaching for free. Feel free to share this with your friends and family. It is absolutely life transformational. We have many, many people who have really shared with us incredible journeys of where they were compared to where they're headed now, including Susie Schride, who is the founder and also the executive director of Gratitude Village in Colorado. We have a great testimonial from her that's on video. Be sure to look at that. So let's dive in. What is prosperity and abundance video coaching all about, and what's the best way to do it? So 21 days is the amount of days you need to actually develop a new habit. So if you do something for 21 days in a row, you're actually changing the chemistry of your brain. That's why it's 21 days. Each day, I strongly encourage you to watch or listen. I'll have it as a podcast as well, first thing in the morning, because each day is going to come with a daily mantra. I want you to keep it top of mind all day long. So if you're listening to it first thing in the morning, you can do that. Also, I do encourage you to follow it up. So after 21 days of the mantras and coaching, follow it up with the gratitude game because that actually puts in action. My dreams inspire my direction. My footsteps take me there. So we want to get the right mindset, the right skill set, and the right action plan. All of these things are key. But let's start with the mindset. And that's what this video coaching is all about. So it's divided up into 3 weeks. The first week, it's kind of getting rid of the old way of thinking and the old clutter in our brains. The second week is really leaning in and reinforcing the new habits that we're creating. And then the third week is inviting natural partners to the party so that we can really up level. If we use Susie again, she is developing a co-housing community and she has a board, I think, of 11 members. She's got 23 families. You can't build that on your own. And that's the way it is with the greatest things that we find in life. They are not built on their own. They're built on people coming together. So today is day one. And again, this is going to be replacing the old ways of thinking with the new way. Today's mantra is love. So, how does that work? How does it work to have the mantra of love? Is that I want you to keep it top of mind. So, as you're going throughout the day, and whatever it is that you encounter, someone cuts you off. What would love do in that scenario? We know what the frustrated person would do in that scenario. They might flip them off, they might curse, they might, rev their engine or something like this. But what would love do? Love might say, I wonder if that person is really in a rush, rather than, that person just cut me off. And that's not the only scenario, right? You can also be walking down the street and, where I live, you can walk past a great deal of homeless people. Well, love doesn't walk past them without noticing them. And it doesn't mean that you have to give them, $10 that is just going to go for alcohol either. So, but oftentimes acknowledging somebody and saying hello with a genuine smile, that goes a long way. What does love do when when met with aggression, when met with anger, when met with frustration? Hopefully, you will not have all of these challenges, but you're going to find that as you go throughout your day, there are things that you do not want to meet with love. And having that mantra at the top of your head is the thing that is going to change the way that you think about it. That's the point of this week, right? This week, we are changing the way that we approach it. And the reason that this is so powerful is that when we can see opportunity instead of obstacle, when we can start looking at all of these various things that you're going to be learning, then what we start doing is attracting the people who would be great partners for us in whatever it is that we're envisioning. We start attracting the means to get there as well. So, as an example, this is, a retreat that I now lead people to. I couldn't go and live in a 9 room, 3 wing manor house on a private estate all by myself. But it's something that I am happy to share with others, especially now that I've hacked the code on how to do it, where you can really do it efficiently and also cost effectively and definitely life transformational. So again, think love all day long when met with whatever it is that comes your way. And I would also strongly recommend that you check out a journal and that you journal like what came at you that wasn't easy to be loving towards. And also, love does not mean enabling, right? So if you have somebody who is abusive, or if you have somebody who sadly might be addicted to something, you know, I always say love with boundaries. You don't have to stop the love, but you can have boundaries over how someone can interact with you. So you don't have to expose yourself for someone. You don't have to. I look, I'm not sure, I'm not going to go into the whole Bible thing. I definitely love all of the scriptures that what they teach us. But the turn to the other cheek is not what I'm intending on the love day. If you choose to do that because you are following the Bible, that's okay too. It's certainly a loving act, right? But what I'm saying, what works better for me is to make sure that I believe on a higher level that what I'm doing is actually beneficial. I don't think it's a loving act to give an addict $10 that I know is going to go for a drug that I wouldn't use myself and I don't approve of. So I'm not necessarily going to give money to addicts. I might go and if I think that they need food, I might go shopping and put some food in their refrigerator. So that's the kind of way that I look at things. And again, if somebody you love is maybe mean to you or toxic, right? It doesn't mean that you open them with open arms and pretend that's not happening. That is happening. A loving, we'll talk a little bit more about, how to deal with more difficult people in your life and how to get to a place of gratitude and forgiveness and all of those things. Those are things that we'll discuss a little bit later on. So today is just about love. But again, it's not a mamby-pamby, walk all over me love. It's love from a higher plane that has a larger vision attached to it. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow for day 2.